Hey YouTube, pixarprime here with another video review, and today we're taking a look at the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Predacons Rising Beastfire Predaking. And I'm sorry that I'm showing the size of my board, but this is a very big box. I won't be getting the Ultimate Optimus Prime. There's no need for me to get it. He's way too big and out of scale, but this guy is perfectly, probably not even big enough. Should be a little bit even taller, but it's still very, very huge, over 21 inches wingspan. Beastfire Predaking, very cool. Here's his technical data, if you want to take a gander at that. Here is some stuff on the back. You want to take a look at that, and here's a little bio. You want to read that. But I'm very actually excited to get this guy out of the packaging, so let me get this guy out of the packaging and show him to you in his gigantic glory. Guys, so here we have the Beastfire Predaking out of his robot mode. One thing I'd like to state real quickly is that there's no story or bio thingy for him in the instructions, because this is the Beast Hunters Predacons Rising version, not the Beast Hunters regular version that was the Ultimate class. Excuse me, a little sick today. But so no story, so unfortunately I can't share that with you guys. And I gotta say, Hasbro, you need to step up your instructions. They don't tell you which way to put the wings on, because I'm still confused on it. I think I have it the right way, because these things, well, they don't even tell you how to peg these things on. We saw at Toy Fair that you can peg these things on up here, if I could get it, because I'm not actually looking up there, and I just fired the missile. And some people say you put it on the other way, but then how are you supposed to peg these things in? But these things are stupid, at least for me in the Dragon mode, so I'm going to leave these aside. But for this Dragon mode, you guys are seeing one of the immediate problems, that his head is looking up. He's like, what is up there? And because of this stupid gimmick, you can't do anything about it, which really drives me nuts. Now, when you get him out of the packaging, he's transformed wrong, but, what Optibotimus, great guy, pointed out is that that's the way you should probably want to keep it when you have it transformed that way, which I totally agree with. Right now I have the proper transformation, but I'm going to show you soon how you really should transform it. This stupid gimmick here, which I hate gimmicks in toys, it ruins figures. And, maybe, if we stop buying stuff, Hasbro will learn from their mistakes. But the thing is, Hasbro knows we're going to buy these figures. They're smug. They know we gotta buy it to see how it is, to review it. They know we're gonna buy this stuff no matter how bad it is, which really kills me. But you take this little lever here, and one of my problems with the head is that, one, it's not articulated because of the gimmick. And you can see that his bottom teeth are here, but the top teeth are when it's closed it looks fine, but when it opens they don't stay on the top of his mouth. That is just lazy, Hasbro. Take this piece off and glue it on up there. I mean, seriously. I mean, are you really that lazy enough to not care about the look of the figure? I mean, sure, it's not that big of a problem, but, seriously. And I'm sorry if I sound a little nasally to you guys. Again, I'm a little sick, but it seems I'm always sick, huh? But, one thing that is very impressive about the Dragon mode is, in fact, his wingspan. Now, the only reason I bought this thing was, in fact, because of the size. Everyone knows now that Predaking is gigantic in the show, and he should be very, very large. And, that is exactly the selling point for this dude. Well, first of all, look at that. Well, you can't really see anything. Look at that wingspan. That is just ginormous. Again, I think I have the wings on the right way. But, the size, he's much better in scale than the Voyager version, which I will get out once I have him in robot mode. For a bit of a size comparison, here's Predaking. Here is the Beast Hunters Optimus Prime. Now, this is a great scale, in my opinion. I mean, the Voyager class is actually kind of in scale with this, but he should be just about as tall as him. Now, the thing is, when they were fighting, in the episode, he was all over him, and he was a lot bigger, so I think this scale works very good. Here's the RID Megatron, which I do think, oh, I'm so sorry, I do think this is a very good scale. The thing I don't like is, in the show, in his robot mode, Predaking was just about the same height, if not a little bit taller than Megatron. So in his robot mode, he completely towers over Megatron, which bothers me a bit. But I can let it slide because of the Dragon mode scaling is really nicely done. And this Megatron figure in general has always been just a very short figure. I always compare it to others and be like, oh, that figure is too tall. But it's really the fact that this Megatron is just way too short. for his dragon mode articulation, you're really getting nothing in the back of the back legs, nothing in the head except for that stupid gimmick. And in the shoulders, you get forward and back. You get forward and back at the elbow. It swivels at the elbow, and his claws are on a ball joint at the wrist, and then they also open and close, which is actually a very nice touch, but those do become his hands, so that's really kind of why. But now I'm going to show you how to get some articulation in his legs and make them just a whole lot better. So what you want to do is flip that up, and then these peg into his legs, so you want to unpeg that, and then take it, flip it around, and yes, this side of the leg is much more ugly, but what you're doing, essentially, when you're doing that, if I could just get it to unbend, there we go, bend that down, and this is how he comes in the packaging. Now, yeah, it's transformed wrong, which might drive a lot of people crazy, but you can already see that his dragon mode just already looks a whole lot better, and his head isn't staring up so much, and this, in general, is a completely better looking way to have him displayed in his dragon mode, or at least in my opinion, but I do know a lot of other people agree with this. This, I think, looks a whole lot better, and I really do appreciate how Hasbro transformed it wrong like that so that we were able to find that out. But again, it drives me crazy when Hasbro transforms things wrong in the packaging. I mean, seriously, Hasbro, please don't be lazy. But one thing I didn't show you was the gimmick, so let's turn off my lights here. And when I push this down, you can see his crest lights up and his eyes light up, which I guess is cool. But if they would have put a light down in here, well, you can see his robot mode head is. So when you actually press that, it lights up the crest on his head for the robot mode, which, if you think about it, is, remember in the show when he'd get the fire breath built up, it would get all red in here, travel up his head, and then out his mouth. That is what I like to think that is, and this little button here activates that, so I think that is a very cool touch. I don't know if that's intentional, but I like it, and I really would have liked to see, like, up in the top of the roof of his mouth, put a little bit of more light, and then we could have had a really nice fire breath effect going on. I mean, it's not really even coming out his mouth, but nonetheless, still, I guess cool, but the light alone I would have liked to have with the button. And then I wish we didn't have this gimmick, because what I liked about the Voyager was you could pose him really, really well. So what we're going to do now is transform to his robot mode. So what you want to do first is remove his Inferno blade, or Infernum blade, whatever the heck that thing is called, and extend his legs. I think that's right. Just gotta... one thing I'm gonna say real quickly, don't like that his feet aren't painted, but you know, that is Hasbro for you. Oop, and I'm hitting his head on stuff. But flip these around, flip those around, put it like that, flip these shoulder thingies out, straighten out his arms. You can see it's a very simplistic transformation, which this thing was $60. Essentially, it's the new leader class figures, which makes me extremely disappointed. I'm paying $60 for this thing, and to be totally honest, it is not worth it in my opinion. I think it should be cheaper. Fold his head back like that, flip his head around, and put him like that. Sorry about that, had a cut right there. But yeah, it's $60, which I guess, I mean, they don't even include batteries for you. Definitely not worth $60. But here is essentially, you have him in his robot mode. Now, I actually do think I might flip the wings around after the review, because I think it does look a little bit better, what I saw in other reviews. I hate how his head sits back. Again, it's lazy. I mean, if you didn't have that whole gimmick in there, you could have opened up his chest, have his head flip down, and you could have overall had a better figure. But this figure, the size of it, is very impressive. Now, I'm definitely not getting Ultimate Optimus Prime, which is honestly just ridiculous. He definitely would not fit in frame. I've seen just towers over Predaking, and this thing is already big. But, real quick, like, we have his Infernum blade. What you want to do to have this is you take it, peg it in right there, close up his hand, and because the ball joint's weak, he doesn't hold it that well. I do apologize. I forgot to do something that I realized while editing this video. I forgot to show you him holding his guns really quick, like, you just peg it onto... just peg it onto there, and then close up his hand, and then you essentially have him holding his guns. I'm so sorry I forgot to show that. I'm sorry! But, here you have him with his Infernum blade, which does look actually, like, really cool. So, again, for a comparison, I'm sorry it keeps getting so dark on you guys. We have the Voyager class again, RD Megatron, and I do not really like this scale. I think Predaking looks a little way too big here. Maybe if Megatron was taller, like up to here, okay, that was way too big, maybe up to here, or if Predaking was a bit shorter, it would be good, but there's a name for something that happens when in the Transformers series, multiple series, when a Transformer transforms to its vehicle mode, it shrinks a lot, or grows a lot. There's a specific term for it, I don't remember what it is, but Predaking definitely has that issue, where I think he gets smaller when he transforms to his robot mode, and a perfect example in Prime is RC. You can tell, she gets a lot smaller when transforming to her motorcycle mode. Here is the Voyager class Predaking. I mean, this one, in terms of size, I obviously do like more, but there's certain paint apps on the Voyager, which I really do like the painted feet. I love the gold on here. This little Predacon logo on his chest is really nice. Overall, this was a very good figure. The only bad part about it was the size. So I'm happy that we do now have a bigger figure, but honestly, if they gave us just a bigger, like, a version of this, just much more scaled up, I would have been 100% extremely happy with that, because I actually really do love this figure. Here's Optimus Prime. Again, I think Predaking is too big in his robot mode. Beast mode is good, a little too big here, but the size doesn't bother me, actually. And since this guy is a little too big on my shelf, he's not gonna fit, so I don't even know what I'm gonna do with him. So, yeah, I really do like the look of his robot mode. I think it's pretty cool. I wish the wings would actually kind of, like, go upwards, like, curving up like this, like they do in the TV show, but that's, I guess, just a nitpick. But, I'm going to remove his sword, because we're going to run down his articulation. What is articulation? His head rotates 360. I don't want to, actually, I don't know if it does. I don't want to risk it. There might be wires. No, there probably are wires in there, so I'm not risking it. I don't want to snap or break anything. His elbow, this thing is extremely clicky, by the way, with clicky joints. But, his elbow joint moves forward and back. He swivels at the elbow. He bends at the elbow. Same articulation from the Dragon mode. Same thing with the claws, which I really do like the claws on this version. They're very show accurate. One thing I'm sure a third-party company will come along and do is fix the head and give us a much more show accurate head, somehow by messing up the wires or something. But, only third-party companies are brave enough to do that. So that goes in and out on a clicky joint, goes forward and back on a ratchet joint, bends at the knee, swivels at the knee, and his feet have slight ball joint articulation, but it's not very good. To show you guys the gimmick in the robot mode, again, turn off my lights, and you just press this little button, and you can see that all lights up, which I really like the eyes, I like the crest, but my favorite part is this section down in his chest. That is absolutely what it looks like in his beast mode, when the fire builds up in his chest and travels up his neck to his mouth. Now, only if this chest was his chest in robot mode as well, or dragon mode as well, that would look fan-friggin-tastic. I would absolutely love the way that looks. But, here alone, it does look pretty good, and I do like this. This is cool. I enjoy this. If they included batteries and got rid of the spring in the neck, I'd be a whole lot happier. But I really actually do like this figure, nonetheless. It's probably coming off a lot more negative than I want it to. But, that's about it for the robot mode. Still don't like that head hanging there. But, I think what I'm gonna do now is transform him back to his, robot mode, or beast mode. So, you do have to twist this neck around for the transformation, which worries me, because what if someone's an idiot, that was mean, and, like, keeps twisting it, they're gonna twist up the wires in there. And I can even see the wires right there in the neck. So, that comes back and clips right there, and then the head is up there. Flip these back, flip these forward, and I'm gonna transform him to the, incorrect transformation, because that is the way I like it. So, flip these out. Essentially, just flip these like this. And, the sad part is, just fix his feet, and I know you guys can't see. I'll just put it right right there. And just kind of get that like that, and oop, that's not working. And kind of get his arms straightened out. And the sad part is, you're done with his transformation. Well, assuming you do the incorrect transformation, you're done. Which is sad. I'm paying $60, and he really doesn't even transform, which absolutely kills me. I don't know. But, you know, you get it. I'm not actually going to waste time getting in a good position right now. This is okay. But, one thing I actually never covered was the articulation in the wings. They bend at this joint right here, and they bend at, or they swivel out at that joint right there. So, alright guys, thanks for watching the review of the, Transformers Prime Predacons Rising, Beast Hunters, Ultimate Class Predaking, Beast Fire, forgot to put his tail back in, and, right there. So, alright guys, nothing else I can really say about this figure. I like it, I do recommend it, but honestly, go online first, and if you, in some kind of weird struggle luck, find this for less than $60, absolutely do that, or go to many different retailers and try to find him for less than $60, because that is absolutely too much for this figure. Other than that, I do like it. If this gimmick wasn't here, I mean, you know what? Honestly, I'm calling this a puking gimmick. I think I had some bad energon. Alright guys, so thanks for watching the review. This Thursday, Thanksgiving, I'll be posting a video. It's time for a giveaway. So, alright guys, have a great day. I will see you later. So, this is me and Predaking saying, see you later.